Though the new year of 2026 has begun, South Korea's ruling and main opposition parties are expected to remain locked in a fierce confrontation. After clashing through the end of last year with marathon filibusters, the two sides are now headed for another direct showdown. For more on this, we've invited our political correspondent Ahn Sung-jin here in the studio. Welcome, Sung-jin.
Thanks for having me, Dami.
So, Sung-jin, it seems like the ruling Democratic Party and the main opposition People Power Party have hinted at continuing a confrontation over unresolved issues. What are they exactly?
Right, so what we saw last year was the ruling DP and the main opposition PPP clashing over some unilateral passage of bills, including the legislation to establish a special court for insurrection cases. Now, their dispute on a proposed second comprehensive special prosecutor probe to go over issues from three major investigations. Now, those related to insurrection allegations, issues concerning the former First Lady Kim Keon Hee, and the death of Marine Corporal Chae, as well as a separate special probe into the Unification Church.
Our first legislative priority of the new year will be the second comprehensive special prosecutor bill and the Unification Church probe.
Meanwhile, the PPP strongly opposed the move, accusing the ruling party of attempting to prolong what it calls a politically motivated insurrection narrative through the upcoming local elections.
We once again strongly demand the swift appointment of a special prosecutor to investigate allegations of collusion between the Unification Church and the political establishment.
Then, Sung-jin, with all this in mind, what can we expect to happen this week?
Right, well, the DP was aiming to pass both special prosecutor bills on three investigations and the Unification Church probe at a plenary session scheduled for this Thursday. But now what we do need to keep in mind is whether the plenary session will actually take place this week. The Legislation and Judiciary Committee is set to have a meeting tomorrow, a day before the scheduled plenary session takes place. Now, to process the special prosecutor bill, it should be introduced at the meeting tomorrow and then referred to a subcommittee for a bill review. Now, after the subcommittee approves it, another full committee meeting must be convened to pass the bill. Now, not only is it difficult to hold these two committee meetings on the day before a plenary session, but the Speaker of the National Assembly, Won-sik, has yet to decide on whether to convene a plenary session on Thursday, which is why we have political insiders saying it would be physically difficult to put the special prosecutor bill on the agenda. Now, this schedule has been repeatedly adjusted, originally being postponed due to President Lee Jae-myung's state visit to China, as the DP had pledged to avoid handling contentious domestic legislation during that period. However, the DP reversed the decision and is looking to push with the vote this week. Now, further complicating the matters is a leadership vacuum within the DP following the resignation of former floor leader Kim Keon Hee, as some have argued that the party should wait until a new floor leader is elected.
Then, Sung-jin, when is the election for the new leader to take place? And remind us, who are the candidates?
Right, great question, Dami. So it has been confirmed that it will be a four-way race after candidate registration closed last night. Though what's interesting is that there is no clear front-runner that has been emerged. Now, we have four three-term lawmakers, Ahn Sung-jin, Park Jung, Baek Hae-ryun, and Han Byung-do, that will be seeking the position. Now, the four candidates have emphasized their commitment to stabilizing party turmoil and to securing victory in the upcoming general election. They also pledged to tackle head-on insurrection-related matters and advance reform legislation. The election of the new floor leader will be based on a weighted vote, with 20% reflecting ballots from registered party members and 80% from National Assembly representatives. Now, voting will take place over 2 days starting on January 10th, with the result to be announced on January 11th. So hopefully we can cover it in studio next week as well.
Sung-jin, I'm sure we'll be looking forward to it. Thanks for coming in tonight.
My pleasure as always, Dami.